how to handle teenage boys. I don't know, it's pretty tricky. I don't think I could handle it. If I was to teach a class of teenage boys, I don't know what I would do, because it can get pretty rowdy and pretty I don't know, you know. I remember being I've been thinking about this a little bit recently, about how as a young guy and being around a lot of young guys, especially in this day and age, quite like cruel in, maybe not even intentionally, but just like the fact that everyone's so online these days desensitizes them to nasty language that people use when they're anonymous, because there's no consequences, and then that sort of rubs off on everyone else in their day-to-day lives. That makes them start saying outrageous things even if they're not anonymous. It's something that I've been thinking about recently, and I feel like that's exaggerated even more for like teenage boys these days. And that's something that I definitely felt when I was in school, when like social media was starting to get pretty big. I feel like that makes it even. I think I'm trying to get at that boys love to be mischievous, but try not to let it get to you personally, because it's if anyone's being difficult or nasty, it's more that they have a problem with themselves and not with you, I would say. So just I'd say there's probably not so much you can do to control their behavior, or like, you know, what they're saying and doing, but how you can change how you react to that. So just keep that in mind is one thing. It's my roundabout way of getting to that. But yeah, I don't know, if it gets serious, you know, you just have to take it up with the other school staff, I guess, or if it gets like super serious, you have to contact the student's family. That's had a few calls from the school at my house. I know what that's like. And you know, it sometimes it did work for me, and I did change my behavior. But sometimes it also makes you think, man, fuck school and fuck these teachers, these adults. You gotta be careful and like think about who you're dealing with. You know, they're kids, but they're also their own people with their own, you know, individual upbringings, backgrounds, personalities, and so on. So, you know, you just think about how they might react to, you know, what sort of what's the word? What sort of discipline you give them. And just think about that. Sometimes you need to give them a bit of, you know, tough love. Sometimes you need to give them hard love, you know, and tough love or love. Sometimes you just need to be nice, you know. Sometimes if you're really nice to them, they won't want to be as nasty to you. Yeah, but also it depends. Sometimes some boys are really just nasty and there's not much you can do about it.